What's up guys, welcome to Camera Rigging Mods, and in today's video I'm going to show you the system I've been working with for a while. It's called Laing M30F. This is basically a Steadicam, but the guys who makes it kind of modified it by creating a pendulum for it, and now it's kind of a Trinity, or you should call it Minity, because it's not truly performs like a Trinity, so we'll stay with that. This is kind of freestyle video. I'm just going off top of my head with everything, so I'll probably make a lot of mistakes and whatsoever. Let's get to the system. I'll show you what it is, what I like, what I don't like. So as you guys can see right now, I got already fully assembled rig with my vest and my arm kind of sitting on my couch. I'm just gonna go briefly through what I'm using, what I modified. So let's start with my modifications. If you buy this system, it comes with kind of crappy monitor bracket, which I don't like. So I end up purchasing my own brackets, and I use tilt-a-remote system. I've built my own kind of extension for my monitor. I add it right here, and you also have to purchase, which they sell on their website. They sell a Tilta power base for the gimbal, but I prefer small rig a little bit over it, and reason for that, smaller one is much wider than the Tilta one, and also has input and output, which is super wonderful. To top that off, their safety plate comes with a NATO rail on the side and a cold shoe, and it locks into place, which they give you a screw, but I replaced it with a little thumb knob, so for like a quick release type of idea. Now with the vest, what I modified on this vest is I added some pads to it. As you guys can see right here, it's basically a Velcro on pads, makes it much more comfortable for a prolonged period of time. With this system, what I like, it's much more flexible than anything I tried. I mean, in comparison, the post is identical to Tilt-A-Float, if you guys Tilt-A-Float user, but everything else much beefier. For example, the handle on it is 16mm and not 12. It's much thicker, so you're gonna need a 24mm clamp to even make it work, in comparison to Tilt-A-Float one, which is 12mm. Oh, not 12, 18, I'm sorry, 18mm. But here's the difference though. This is designed to be a legit Steadicam at first. Meanwhile, Tilt-A-Float is technically extension for your gimbal, and that's what a lot of people have misconception of. Well, why did you switch to different system? No, I didn't switch. I still have my Tilt-A-Floats too, as a matter of fact. I still use them on small projects, but if I really need something that is Steadicam-like and can take a huge load on it, which this one can carry about 30 to 35 pounds. Meanwhile, Tilt-A-Float designed for roughly 20 pounds, I believe, 22 pounds. Some people max it out more, but then you just simply lose performance because springs just overloaded. What we got on top here, we got RS3 Pro with a lighter system and DIY little battery plate attachment. And as of right now, I run HDMI cord to a little, not splitter, but like extension, because I feel like it's more secure to have less cables kind of floating around. So I clip it right here, another cable running to my monitor. I used to have a wireless transmitter here, but now I relocated on my monitor itself. And I'm using Endicin or FieldWorld. They're technically identical, which a lot of companies just buy these generic monitors and stamp their logo on it, and that's all it is. But this monitor is 3000 nits. It has HDMI loop out for my transmitter. It has a battery plate, and it feeds the transmitter already in it, and it's touchscreen, super bright, touchscreen, everything I ever asked for. My little modification, and I do have videos online how I build this, somewhere on my YouTube channel, as well as how I build this Tilta remote control adapter. Now, on this type of setup, pretty much everything comes with it besides this V-mount plate, which I screw to the monitor holder that comes with it. Everything else you guys see right here, besides maybe this level, it comes with it. The pendulum, the sled, the post, some other small parts, screwdrivers. It's not a review of this rig. I'm just kind of going off top of my head what I got here. Let's see, four-way adjustment on top. The pendulum can travel side to side. It's basically four-way adjustment on the bottom-ish, four-way adjustment on the top, so you can really tune this in. Now, let's show you the vest. Okay, so this is a full vest. Ooh, some leftovers from yesterday experimentations. It expands up and down, so it depends on what height you are. If you're a short guy, you're a tall guy, you can really dial this in and adjust it. It has a whole bunch of little velcros. You really can dial this in. And then you got your kind of standard style steady cam adjustments here, so you can tilt your arm up and down, left and right while you're wearing it actually. Now what I really like about this system is that if I need to lift my arm much higher, for example to go through like a small window or something, I can release this knob and I can lift this up, lock it, and now it allows me to have my arm right here, so it's not gonna hit whatever I'm going over, which is really convenient. And again, this is a Steadicam, so Steadicam style vest and the whole system. That's probably why it has this. So let's put this on and we're gonna add our arm and show you guys the rest. So it is pretty easy to put this on, but I highly recommend at least one person to help you, especially in the back if you're not too flexible. So this part right here is easy. What really gets me is where they could have improved is, here we go. You guys look at the back. I really have to like pull this in, throw this over and tighten it, which is not a big deal. I'm kind of flexible, but some people aren't, and it really sucks to do that. I wish it was just some kind of ratchet, some kind of different mechanism that makes it easier. So now let's check our clearance. So if you have your foot hitting this and lifting the whole vest up, you need to lift this up. And how you do this, you basically loosen this part and you can adjust this up and down, which I'm not gonna do it because I already have it tuned in for me. And now we're gonna add the arm, and that is super easy. All you gotta do is slip it right into the groove, grab this locking pin with a push button, push it in, lock it, and ta-da! And the same concept as any other system to adjust this arm. I mean, mine already adjusted. I'm not gonna readjust this, but these two knobs control the height, so you gotta loosen one up and push another one in to kind of lift it up. And has another two little golden looking knobs, and that's what controls your tilt side to side. You're gonna loosen one up, tighten up another one, and it'll direct your arm position, so the way when you have your sled on you or your whole system on you, it should stay right there in the place and not gonna travel all over the room. So okay, let's add this up, pick this up, and let's slide this off right now. Now we're gonna check if everything's still good. Seems to be good. I have to lean back a little bit, which is not a big deal right now. I'm just doing this video for you guys. So let's turn on our gimbal now. Make sure everything locked. Oh, forgot the power cord. All right, let's drop this down. And you guys see how easy it is to manipulate this whole thing. Where's our, oh, here we go. So this sled comes with a plate that you can plug into itself, and it will go to your post. It also has SDI ports on top, so it's a P-tap and SDI on top right here on the bottom, so you can actually run the cord down and have your transmitter below. It depends what kind of system you're using. I can't do that because I'm a HDI type of guy and all my equipment is HDMI. I'm sorry, not HDI, HDMI. I'm already out of breath. Okay, now let's power everything up. including our awesome lighter system. And as a camera, I'm a Canon guy. I shoot Canon R6 as of right now, but you never know when it's gonna change. Let's see, power up the lighter system, put it in automatic, boom, you're good to go. Tilt the Mirage box with a tilt Mirage box motor and a bunch of other cool things. So, alright, here's the rig running. Let's have it sitting there, kind of chilling. Let's do a little drop test. Beautiful. And as I said, it's already pre-balanced with a little side-to-side nice drop. There we go. Go real, and this is a fully extended rig as of right now. I normally do not do this. I normally would run it as short as I can for the better performance. But I was testing this for the specific clip I'm going to do, where I'm actually going to be shooting through the window that sits about this high. And that's exactly what I have to do. I'm going to have to raise this arm all the way up, go through the window, and pull up. And it'll be a really cool shot with this. So literally, that's all I'm going to use this for. Here she is. Let me show you a little closer. Here's the rig. You can see all kinds of different attachments, like the splitter that I'm running, just in case I need to plug in some other stuff. You guys see how I did my HDMI. Right here is that monitor with the wireless transmitter. The vest from the back. You guys can see how tall it sits in comparison to me, how tall I can get it and how low I can get it without flexing the arm. Now if I flex the arm, almost to the ground. And how you typically operate something like this, you probably would have it roughly right here, juggling mode. You can go with it, you can turn it a little bit, you can turn a little bit out of the way. Depends again what height you want to do. See, if it's in the horizontal, it doesn't really move the gimbal left to right when you're swinging your monopod, but the second you lift in this slight angle position, it will turn it. And that's a lot of times where people make a huge mistake, where they would walk with it and they go like this with their hand and they create this left to right panning error, and then footage looks like crap. So in order to fix that, you just gotta fix your dead man, lower your settings, and just practice. So, let me show you a little bit what I did with this remote control of my camera. Fixed it up. So basically it's a 24mm clamp or 25mm clamp, some small rig parts, some nice rig parts, and I can explain what's going on here. You guys, I'm gonna link the video below how to modify this, so you'll see it all. So hope you guys like this video. I honestly don't know what else to talk about in this. Leave the comments, ask questions, and maybe I'll come up with a second part explaining what else I have here and some test footage. Right now I do not feel like doing a test footage, but maybe in the near future I'll show you how awesome this looks. Till the next time, peace.